today because I'm going to be doing a little day in the life, but this is more about, I don't know, I think I'm going to just like, I intend on talking a lot more about, how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, and getting out of my comfort zone, challenging myself in order to really like open up. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm doing something like quite scary. Like I am actually really fearing for my life in this, but I thought by vlogging it and talking about it, let's normalize doing hard things and doing scary things. And to some people, obviously, this is the thing, the scale of fear and all that sort of stuff is so dependent on the person. Anyway, this morning I'm heading to Sydney Dance Company, where I've been heading, for the last like week and a bit that I've been in Sydney. I've been going to take class there. I was doing open classes, and then I've started doing some company classes with the company, which has been really fun and really great to just be immersed in the culture, but also immersed in a professional environment and, see, like literally go and get inspired by these incredible professional dancers. Like what a privilege to be in. Eternally grateful. And I always find like it really teaches me so much about myself, but also helps me get inspired. Like it inspires me to keep going and to push harder and to find more ways of becoming a better version of myself. Anyway, this morning is different because today I'm doing a contemporary class, which I don't do. I have not done a contemporary class since probably 2019, and the thought of doing a contemporary class sends shivers down my spine and gives me big fear. So I'm going to do some childhood trauma deep work today, but it's just a little bit scary because it's not in like a safe, cozy environment. It's in a company class with one of the most renowned like contemporary neoclassical vibe companies in the world. And I'm just like, wow, Romy, what a way to really challenge yourself. Like she said, let's do hard things. But the thing is, I do love doing hard things because the harder things you do, the less scary they are. You do have to rationalise the thoughts. Like it's not like it's the first company class I've done. I've been doing class with them for 2 days already. So realistically, it's not that different. No one cares. Got to get out of my bubble. Like I just have to keep reminding like the things that I want to do and the places that I want to be require me to do this. Like I don't understand, well no I do understand, but like I just think we need to be as a collective pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones a bit more and getting over the fact of being seen and cringe. Like I know that people wouldn't even, like oh no I wouldn't, like I wasn't even going to do this, but my friend pushed me and was like, you should come to a company class. And I thought, well, okay, I will. But she had to think, I have this friend Michaela who I admire so much in her confidence and her drive, and she's someone that I like aspire to be in so many ways. But I always think, what would Michaela do in this? And I know that if someone offered her to do company class at Sydney Dance Company, I know she would do it, but I know, and she might do it scared, but I know she would do it. And that's what I have to think. Like I literally have to pretend I'm somewhere else when I go through these moments. So we are channeling that. We're channeling, I've even got my dance studio pants on. I'm not even wearing a leotard, guys. I also bought these two things yesterday, which I think is so funny. A little Sonny Angel, I don't even know, it's all vacation. Sonny Angel keychain, the Boo Boo keychain from Pop Mum with the foam satchels, and I thought it's cute. So, life's too short. Guys, I'm here to report it was not that scary, but it was scary. It's not, I think the hardest thing I struggle about with contemporary is the pathways of everything. Like the pathways do not feel natural to me at all. Anyway, we persevere, we continue to do hard things. Now off to Pilates. I've got my, what is this? Ice Long Black. I'm in Barangaroo, for those that don't know. I'll show you the area. It's kind of giving Dubai, like a little bit. But anyway, there's a new metro station in Sydney, and it kind of looks like the Elizabeth line. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm getting ready for bed. I'm thinking a lot recently about kind of where I am in my life, and like, I don't know, it feels really weird. I feel like I've been needing to cry, but I haven't really known, or like the moment hasn't really come that's like triggered me to fully cry. But I don't know, I think being back in Australia has made me really melancholic, and I know I spoke a bit about it in my previous video, but I guess, I don't know, I feel like constantly, and maybe it's for social media, I'm constantly reminded of the self. And I don't know, it was World Ballet Day yesterday, and that kind of took me down a bit of a rabbit hole of my younger self, because like everyone's always posting like, you know, then it's a child, then it's a younger dancer, and yeah, it just made me realise that how much I had to work to like get to this point, and now I take for granted. And I think even if I'm not doing what I want to be doing, which is like working in a ballet company as of right now, my story time had a meaning. The thing was taking back to my younger self. To be considered any sort of professional dancer is like a huge thing for the younger version of myself. But now I can see that I take that assumption that I'm a professional dancer when people see me in class. I take that, like I'm like, well, do you think, then I'm thinking like, oh, does it come across, like especially in open class settings, I'm like, do they assume I'm in a ballet company? Do they assume I'm a student? Like, do they assume I'm a student? Like, what are they assuming of me as a first impression when I'm doing class? And I don't know, I get in my head quite a lot about that, especially like, because I just think, am I good enough, basically, to be considered a professional? And some days I feel like I am, and then some days I feel like I'm not. And I don't know, I feel like I'm in and out this feeling of feeling good enough or not versus not feeling good enough, and fitting the mold and not fitting the mold. And it's just like, oh, I guess through all of this, like this trip, I really tried to get out of my comfort zone a lot. And even when I'm feeling these feelings of fear, that I don't let it overtake me, if that makes sense. It is quite overwhelming, and I think I'm in this like mindset where I just feel really, I don't know, I just feel like I've been auditioning and like been trying to be seen all year, and it's exhausting. But like at the same time I have to be grateful, because like, how amazing is it to be in rooms that I dreamt of being in, whether they have work or not, whether I'm the right fit or not, but to be in those rooms and like see professional dancers who I admire and look up to so much, like see them moving, see them doing their thing and being like, that's what I want to do. It's like, that's incredible. And I have to keep reminding myself of like a younger version of myself that would have wanted to do that. And now she's doing it, but sometimes it just feels like, is this all it is? Is this all it's ever going to be? Hello everyone. I'm going to film a little video, little debrief about today's class. So today I did company class at Queensland Ballet, and we had Derek Dean. Took company class, which was wild behaviour. It was probably one of the hardest ballet classes of my life. You know how you do a ballet class and it's like technically hard, and it's like hard from a standpoint of like there's lots of turns, you know, we're landing the pirouettes not in fourth, we're landing the pirouettes in arabesque, and then we're doing a pas de bourrée, like, or like it's very nippy, or you have difficult petit allegro exercises. Like, it wasn't that hard, that sort of hard. It was hard in a sense of like bar, we did like most things twice through, not even just like quicker. Like some things were like second time, let's go faster. Other things was like, we're going to do that again. And I was like, okay, let's do it again. Let's lock in and do this again. And I was like kind of living for the challenge. Like I was sweating so early on. And then we came into center. And it's not like we did like a difficult adage. It was very much like focusing on getting on our leg, going through our metatarsals, working our feet. I think one of my favorite things that I took from this was like on the chasse pas de bourrée, really thinking of using the head a bit more. Like he was really wanting to pull out that tombe, chasse, hold, pas de bourrée, pirouette, and really thinking like that feeling of the arms going from here to here, rather than like, I don't know, what else was he saying? Yeah, there were some really interesting things. I could tell he really liked that, the use of the upper body, but then also loved the footwork. Anyway, I really enjoyed it, but it was a hard class. I feel like that would be good to do every day. Like you would be strong. We did like PK turns, spotting to the corner, and then soutenu, spotting to the front. Like, and I was like, that's something that I don't get a lot of. But, you know, it's hard to like go do class and know the director's watching, and then like go and thank and express interest in the company. And it's like, I would love to work here. Like the hunger is real. I feel like these kind of trips and doing class in other countries, other companies, with other people, it really pushes me to find more about the dancer that I am and the dancer that I want to be. And I feel like it's such a great learning experience. And it feels crazy to say, because obviously I'm spending all this money to be here, my money as well. Hard because I'm like, this is why, you know, I work so I can be here. And it's just like, we're manifesting a good December. I think the scariest thing for me, and like all of this is teaching me, is like I'm really practicing the action of introducing myself to the teacher, explaining to them I'm a guest, and then at the end of class thanking them, thanking the pianist, or the director's watching, thanking the director, and saying, I just want to say I'm really interested in working here. It's hard because like, I guess at the same time to go out and actively like express interest in a company, like it also is scary because there is that like instant rejection. I think all of this is just like really like rejection. Rejection can't hit a moving object in my eyes, because I am so immune to it. It's irrelevant to me in every aspect.